And it'd be in practice sessions. From the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards on the ground.
First down, Vikings.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score, Vikings 14, Lions 7. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here. Hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
The score, Vikings 21, Lions 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 20-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run here with Mack. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle there by Crayvon LeBlanc. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Here's Herbert. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Philip Dorsett. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. 3 touchdowns at 21.
14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
at their 40.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
The score, Vikings 35, Lions 21. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're in a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the Vikings 45-yard line.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted the third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up and trapped it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Taken down by Reuben.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. As he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42, Lions 28. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line. Play clock down to 0. And
This is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. Look at this. Middle of the field. Breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Rager. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that gets them back within 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, against a tough opponent.
Little work still to do, though.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2 yards on the play.
They snap it to Herbert. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Rager. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Vikings 62. Lions 38.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Clinton Dix on the coverage.
And my goodness, another interception. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Vikings' 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Very Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense.
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And some room to run now. 20. And he will bring it back. And the interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will foul again as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Lions 46.